Pagpapalitan ng magaganda at piling-piling programa mula Lunes hanggang Linggo. Aalawin kayo ng aming kilalang mga komentarista at public service program. Ito lamang sinimpilan ng DWPL.
The proceeding program expresses only the opinions and views of its respective block timer, producer, radio announcer, writer, and production staff, and does not in any way reflect the views of this station. The station has advised the programmers to abide by broadcast laws and KBP rules.
Lingkod ng Bayan, kaagapay ng mamamayan. Ang programang maglilingkod sa sambayanan, katuwang ang ating mga public servants. Lingkod ng Bayan, kaagapay ng mamamayan. Kasama ang inyong lingkod, si Flory Gabitan, tuwing Martes, alas 12 hanggang alauna ng hapon, dito lamang sa DWBL 1242 sa inyong talapitan.
Pilipino ako, sa puso't diwa. Ang buhay ko sa bayan ay itataya. Pilipinas na aking bansa. Ang iwanan kay hinding-hindi magagawa.
Ikaw ang tahanan ng aking lahi.
Okay, isang magandang tanghali po sa ating mga giliw na tigapakinig. Ngayon po ay araw ng Martes. Ay, ikalima sa buwan ng Disyembre. Unang Martes sa buwan ng Disyembre, no? At siyempre, mamaya po, okay, atin pong isang oras naman po tayo magkakasama-sama dito po sa palatunto ng Lingkod ng Bayan, kaagapay ng mamamayan. In partnership with the Northern Police District and Eastern Police District, headed by the author itself, the man behind Lingkod ng Bayan, DDDO, NPD, Police Colonel Ben Linor Capili. Tayo po'y magsisimula sa pamamagitan po ng ating Bible verse from our Bless Our Cups.
So magandang tanghali po sa ating lahat. Ako po ay narinig po ninyo. So sa pinagpalang buhay, pinagpalang umaga sa ating lahat. At mabuti po ang Diyos. Ako po ay napagbigyan po ng kulang-kulang 5 minuto. At salamat po sa Diyos. Tayo po muna manalangin, Panginoon. Pinupuri ka namin, sinasamba ka namin, Lord. Salamat po, O Diyos, sa kabutihan mo sa buhay ng bawat isa po sa amin, sa lahat ng inaabot ng tinig nito, Lord. Maghari ka, manguna ka, Panginoon, at ang salita ng buhay, Lord, yung sinabi, in Him was life. In the life of Jesus, there is life, and the life was the light of all men. Salamat po, Panginoon. We worship you, we exalt you, we give you the highest praise, in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. So praise God. So sa mga pagkakataong ito ay ibabahagi ko po lamang ang pinamagatang cultivate an intimacy with the Lord. So may mga talata, talata po, cultivate an intimacy with the Lord. Babasahin ko lamang po sa TPT translation, The Passion. Sabi po dito sa The Passion translation, What delight comes to those who follows God's way. They won't walk in step with the wicked, nor share the sinner's way, nor be found sitting in the scorn's seat. Their pleasure and passion is remaining true to the word. I am meditating day and night in His true revelation of light. They will standing firm like the flourishing tree planted by God's design, deeply rooted by the brook's design, bearing fruit in every season of their lives. They never died, they never fainting, ever blessed, ever prosperous. But how different are the wicked? They're dust in the wind, driven away into destruction. The cultivate in the intimacy with the Lord. Kumbaga parang umubugagag yung ating direksyon, yung ating relasyon, yung ating pagmamahal sa Panginoong Diyos. Ano ho? Kasi dito, makikita po natin, ano ho, na papatunayan po na natin o mapapatunayan po sa atin ng Diyos ang Kristyanismo sa panahon ngayon ay dapat heart things, puso ang pinag-uusapan. Kalimitan pag ang ating pong mga players sa ibang bansa, sabi nila puso. Pero una po sa lahat, puso ang puhunan para sa ating sa Panginoon. Ano po, pag puso ang ating pinaglaban o pinahan po natin, pinag-una po natin ang ating pagmamahal, puso sa Diyos. Sabi niya, what delight! Napakaganda ng sinasabi ng banal na kasulatan. What delight! Titignan po natin ang banal na kasulatan, ay talaga nga pong makikita po natin na ano raw po ang masasabi natin. Ano raw po ang ating, yung mga tao lumalakad, na sabi mapalad daw po yung tao na lumalakad sa kabutihan, hindi masama-sama, ni hindi man tumatayo sa daan ng makasalanan, ni hindi man nauupo sa upo na manlilibak. Bakit? Ano natin magagawa ang mga bagay na ito? Una po sa lahat, kinakailangang handa po ang puso natin sa Diyos. Kinakailangang handa po ang puso natin sa Panginoon. Ang sabi ng Acts 17, verse 11, sabi po ng banal na kasulatan sa Acts 17, verse 11, ito po mga taga Thessalonica, sabi ng Biblia, ngayon, lalong mararangal ang tao kaysa sa Thessalonica. Sabihin na natin, mararangal po ang mga taong nakikinig, na dinudugtong nila, kanila pong binibigyan ng oras, panahon, at salita ng Diyos sa buhay po nila. Ang sabi ng banal na kasulatan, ang mga taga-Berea, ang mga taga-EPD, ang mga taga-BOC, ang mga taong nagmamahal, nagbibigay ng buhay sa Panginoong Diyos. Ang sabi ng Biblia, mararangal ang mga taong ito kaysa mga taga-Thessalonica, isang lugar kung ang isang lugar na mga tao ay walang karangalan, walang pakundangan, walang mga puso na pagbibigay sa Diyos, walang paglapit, walang pagbibigay ng halaga sa Diyos. Sabi ng Biblia, ang mga tao sa mga EPD, ang mga taong nakikinig, ang mga taong nagmamahal, ang mga taong nagbibigay ng buhay, sabi ng Biblia, at tumatanggap ng may masikap na puso, sinisiyasat araw-araw ang kasulatan. Ito yung mga tunay na nagmamahal sa Diyos. Readiness, handa po. Kaya nga po ang Kristyanismo, handa po yan. Dalawa lang po. Reverence, pagmamahal sa Panginoong Diyos. Awesome, yung merong buong pusong nagmamahal, buong buhay na nagmamahal sa Diyos. Ito yung nais ng Lord. We cultivate an intimacy in the presence of the Lord. Itong mga taga-Berea, nagmahal po sila ng merong habag, may takot sa Diyos na buhay. At isa po, rejoicing, para malaman natin at mapatunayan natin kung paano natin nagmamahal sa ng Biblia. This day, we will rejoice for His good work. We will rejoice for His love. We will rejoice for the love of God in our love. The love of God was shed abroad by His Spirit to the people. He shed His blood to us. He gave His blood to us. That's why ang hinihingi lang naman ng Lord sa atin, we cultivate and it give us with. Ito tanghali po sa ating lahat. Hanggang doon na lamang po ako. Pinagpala po ng Diyos Panginoon. Pagpalay mo po ang tanghaling ito. Pagpalay mo po, O Diyos, sa mga tao, ang mga lingkod mo, Lord God, ang mga kasama po namin sa EPD, at ang lahat ng inaabot ng tinig na ito, patuloy ang pagpapala mo, O Diyos, ay idaloy mo sa buhay ng bawat isa po sa amin, sa pangalan ng pinakamataas na pangalan, sa pangalan ni Jesus. Amen. Amen. Magandang tanghali po sa ating lahat. God bless po.
Okay, maraming salamat. Yan po ay hinatid sa atin ni Pastor Joey Bernales ng Bless Our Cups, headed by Pastor Renato Paraan. We have 10 minutes after 12 o'clock. Tulad po ng ating nabanggit kanina, 1 oras po tayong magkakasama-sama dito po sa palatunto ng Lingkod ng Bayan, Kaagapay ng Mamamayan, in partnership with the Northern Police District and Eastern Police District, headed by the author, Police Colonel Benliner Capili, DDDO-NPD. At syempre sa DD ng Northern Police District, Police Brigadier General Rizalito G. Gapas. At sa DD ng EPD, Police Brigadier General Attorney Wilson C. Asueta. Oh, si Canono, very active, no? Si shout it out. Pero bago po yan, medyo malayo-layo yung ating babiyahihin mamaya, no? Bago po yan, syempre, nais ko munang pabatiin, no? And congratulations, no? Sa lahat po ng mga ika nga ay newly promoted with awards, of course, mamaya. Awardee yung ating panauhin, ano? May kinuha niya na yung mic. Ngingiti na naman yan. Kasama ko po, and syempre bago po yun, ano, pasasalamatan ko muna syempre, of course, ang DD ng Northern Police District, si DDDO, at ang COP ng Valenzuela City Police Station, Police Colonel Salvador Destura Jr., at si Acopa. Thank you, Police Lieutenant Colonel Randolph Asuncion. At sa ating pilots and buddies, Police Staff Sergeant Randy Molina, Police Corporal Daryl Ferrer. At dyan sa PIO ng Northern Police District, pababatiin ko na, nginingitian ako ng nginingitian. With me, of course, is my co-anchor, Police Major Darius Agmaliw, PIO Eastern Police District. Partner?
Yes, ma'am. Muli po, mula po sa hanay ng Eastern Police
Pero
District.
batiin ko muna si Chief PNP.
Apo.
Oo,
Binabati po natin ang
congratulations.
Chief PNP, walang iba kundi si Police General Benjamin Acorda Jr. Ganun na rin po ang ating Regional Director ng NCRPO
Sir Nartates.
na newly promoted, sir. Congratulations po. Police Major General Jose Milencio Nartates Jr. Ang ating District Director ng EPD, si Police Brigadier General Wilson Asueta at ang kanyang command group, Police Colonel Oscar Asildo, ang ating DDDA, Police Colonel Leonard Luna, ang ating DDDO, Police Colonel Jonathan Calixto, ang ating CDDS. Ganun din po ang District Director ng Northern Police District, Sir, Police Brigadier General Rizalito Gapas, at ang ating action man, Sir, magandang hapon po, Police Colonel Benliner Capili. Sir, magandang hapon sa ating lahat.
At sa lahat po ng nagdaos ng kanilang kaarawan, ngayong nagdadaos pa lang, ngayong buwan ng Disyembre, happy birthday! In advance, happy birthday. Ilang araw na lang, magpapasko na. Dinadadama na natin ang sobrang bigat ng trafiko, no? Ba't ibang klase nga, no, style, no, ng ika nga ay pag singit-singit sa sasakyan. Pero una sa lahat, ano, maging maingat po tayo sa lansangan, ano. Sabi nga, aksidente nga yan, pero syempre, unahin natin yung pag-iingat sa ating sarili. So this time, atin pong tanggapin ang mga pag-uulat Mula po sa bulwagang pambalitaan ng Northern Police District, mula kay Patrolwoman Glazelan Esperanza,
Hey guys. Isang makabuluhang kaganapan ang naganap kamakailan sa pagsusumikap na mapanatili ang masiglang pagsasama ng mga pulis at kanilang pamilya. Ipinagdiwang ng Northern Police District ang unang yugto ng Marriage Enrichment Seminar sa pakikipagtulungan ng Christ Commission Fellowship bilang bahagi ng Integrity Enhancement Program ng Philippine National Police. Binigyan din ang kahalagahan ng masayang pagsasama ng mag-asawa at ang papel ng komunidad sa pagtataguyod ng ligtas at maayos na pamilya. Ang pagtutulungan ng NPD at Christ Commission Fellowship ay nagpapakita ng ugnayan ng pulisya at komunidad sa layuning mapanatili ang kapayapaan, kaayusan at gabay sa pagpapalakas ng pamilyang Pilipino. Naging matagumpay ang unang Police Brigadier General Lizarito G. Gapas, District Director's Cup Fun Shoot 2023 sa loob ng 3 araw na ginanap sa Obando Pistolero Firing Range, Obando, Bulacan. Sa naturang kaganapang ito, nagtagisan ng galing at husay ang mga personahe ng Northern Police District sa pangunguna ni Police Brigadier General Lizarito G. Gapas. Ito ay pinuno ng masiglang kompetisyon at pagkakaisa, nagbigay aliw at inspirasyon sa mga nakilahok nito. Muling ipinakita ng mga kapulisan ang kanilang dedikasyon sa larangan ng pagsasakatuparan at pagpapakita ng kahusayan. Balita naman sa mga wanted person, alinsunod sa pinaigting ng Joint Manhunt Operation at Intelligence Research laban sa mga wanted person, kaugnay sa 5 focus agenda ng ating Chief PNP na aggressive and honest law enforcement. Ang mga operatiba ng NPD, DID, NDIT, RIU, NCR, Northern NCR MARPSTA at RID 8 Tracker Team. Bago ang pag-aresto, ang RIU NCR at DID NPD ay nagkaroon ng isang mahabang pagmamanman mula sa suspect na magtago ito sa NCR matapos gawin ng krimen. Kaya pagkatapos makakuha ng impormasyon mula sa isang kumpidensyal na informante ay walang inaksayan na oras ang mga operatiba at agad na tumuloy sa nasabing lugar para arestuhin ang suspect na si alias Jericho, 23 taong gulang, isang construction worker. Inaresto sa bisa ng warrant of arrest sa Barangay 38, Caloocan City para sa kasong anti-rape law o RA 8353 na walang inirekomendang piyansa. Ang naarestong suspect ay nasa pangangalaga ng DID-MP NPD Custodia Facility Unit. Balita naman mula sa Navotas, 2 nalambat sa bypass operation, abot sa 476,000 na halaga ng illegal na droga ang nasamsam sa isinagawang operasyon ng Navotas Drug Enforcement Unit sa Barangay San Roque, Navotas City. Kinilala ang mga tulak ng droga na si alias Joy, 39 na taong gulang, at alias Nash, 32 taong gulang, pawang mga residente na nasabing lungsod. Kasabay ng pagkakadakip sa suspect, nakumpiska mula rito ang 4 na plastic sachet na hinihinalang shabu na may timbang na 70 gramo. Ang mga nakuwang ebidensya at mga naarestong suspect ay dadalhin sa Station Drug Enforcement Unit ng Navotas dahil sa paglabag sa Section 5 at 11 ng RA 9165 o Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002. Ang matagumpay na operasyon ay patunay na maayos at mahusay na pagpapaigting ng kapulisan sa kampanya kontra illegal na droga at maging sa hakbangin nito upang mapanatili ang kaayusan at kapayapaan ng lungsod. At yan po ang mga nakalap naming balita mula sa NPD Team Kamanava, Patrolwoman Glazelan Esperanza.
Okay, atin naman tanggapin ang pag-uulat mula po sa bulwagang pambalitaan ng Eastern Police District mula kay Patrolwoman Jenny May Dolor.
Para sa selebrasyon ng nalalapit na Pasko kung saan ating ipinagdiriwang ang kapanganakan ni Jesus, ang Eastern Police District ay nakiisa sa simultaneous ceremonial lighting ng mga Christmas decorations sa buong NCRPO. Christmas tree, lanterns at iba pang mga Christmas decorations na may nagkikislapang iba't ibang kulay ng ilaw ng Christmas light ang nagbigay liwanag sa buong EPD District Headquarters na sumasabay sa indak ng musikang pangpasko. Ang nasabing aktibidad ay taon-taong isinasagawa ng buong NCRPO para sa pagdiriwang ng kapanganakan ni Jesus at naging tradisyon na ng mga kapulisan ng EPD ang makiisa sa nasabing aktibidad at ito rin ay isinagawa sa 4 na himpilan ng EPD, ang Pasig, Mandaluyong, Marikina at San Juan, maging ang District Mobile Force Battalion. Magkakaroon din ng kompetisyon sa paggawa ng parol kung saan ito ay magiging kategorya ay ang paggamit ng mga recycled materials. Sa kumukuti-kutitap na mga ilaw, sabay sa saliw ng pampaskong musika, mararamdaman ang kaligayahan sa mga matanghangad ang mapayapang pagdiriwang ng Kapaskuhan. At para naman sa naging operasyon ng EPD, mahigit kalahating milyong halaga ng shabu na sabat sa bypass operation. High-value individual na suspect arestado. Isang babaeng drug suspect ang arestado sa isinagawang bypass operation ng mga tauhan ng EPD District Drug Enforcement Unit. Nito lamang Miyerkules ng gabi sa Barangay Pinagbuhatan, Pasig City. Ang suspect kinilalang si alias Mitch, 26 anyos at residente ng Barangay Santa Ana, Taytay, Rizal. Sa nasabing operasyon, nasamsam ng operatiba mula sa suspect ang 5 pirasong heat-sealed transparent plastic sachet na naglalaman ng at isang not-tied transparent plastic sachet na naglalaman ng hinihinalang shabu na tinatayang may timbang na humigit kumulang 75.8 grams na may estimated drug price na 515,440 pesos, isang black pouch, isang 500 peso bill na bypass money at 15 pieces 1,000 peso bill na ginamit bilang budol money. Naharap sa kasong paglabag sa Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002 si alias Mitch at matapos basahan ng kanyang karapatan ng suspect, dinala siya sa Pasig City Police Station Custodial Facility habang gumugulong ang kanyang kaso sa korte. At ang mga nakumpiskang ebidensya naman ay nasa kustodiya na ng EPD Forensic Unit para sa kaukulang disposisyon at eksaminasyon. At yan po ang mga naging kaganapan dito sa Team EPD Pamamarisan. Kaagapay mo, Patrolwoman Jenny Dolor.
Okay, maraming salamat sa ating NPD, EPD, PNN Police Reporters. Patrolwoman Glazer Lan Esperanza, Patrolwoman Jenny May Dolor.
Happy, happy, happy birthday. Oh, what a lovely day.
Okay, ngayon lang namin nalaman. We are very sorry. Isa sa ating kapamilya ng LBKM.
We all wish
Congratulations on your well-deserved promotion, Police Colonel Anthony Gantang. And happy
Happy
birthday.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Wish you all the best.
From LBKM, your family.
Have a
Happy birthday, Colonel Gantang.
that's all we want to say.
We have 24 minutes after 12 o'clock.
Birthday. May the Lord always bless.
This time, we are playing the ABP ng Southern Leyte Police Provincial Office.
Southern Leyte is a province of the Philippines located at the Eastern Visayas region. It is composed of 2 congressional districts, 1 component city, which is Maasin City, 18 municipalities with 500 barangays. The province ranks as the second least populated in the region with 467,190 population and 293,635 registered voters. It has a total land area of 173,480 hectares or 1,743.8 square kilometers, which corresponds to 8.1% of the total area of Eastern Visayas. It is the second smallest land area next to Biliran among the 6 provinces in Region 8. The province is composed of the mainland and 4 islands. The biggest is the Panaon Island, followed by the island municipality of Limasawa and the island barangays of San Pablo and San Pedro of Hinonangan. It is composed of 3 areas, Sugod Bay area, Panaon area, and Pacific area. The province includes Limasawa and national heritage in the country. An island to the south, where the first Roman Catholic Mass in the Philippine soil is believed to have taken place, and thus considered to be the birthplace of Roman Catholicism in the Philippines on March 31, 1521. Southern Leyte forms an important part of the inter-island transportation system of the country, with ferries transporting people and goods from Maasin City, San Ricardo, and Liloan to Surigao del Norte in Mindanao. The province is well known for its quality abaca products and is the country's major producer of abaca fiber. Shown is a list of tourist spots in the province. Places of natural beauty such as beaches, tropical island resorts, and forest parks are examples of traditional tourist attractions which people may visit. Cultural tourist attractions can include historical places, sites of significant historic events, and monuments. Southern Leyte is one of the rising dive sites in the country, well known of marine tourism and lots of scuba diving shops. The dive sites can be found in 3 major locations: Padre Burgos, Panaon Island, and Limasawa Island. Southern Leyte Police Provincial Office has 1 city police station, 18 municipal police stations, and 2 mobile force companies. Southern Leyte Police Provincial Office has a total of 992 personnel strength, composed of 909 uniformed personnel, 40 police commissioned officers, and 869 police non-commissioned officers, and 83 non-uniformed personnel, with 1:505 police to population ratio. Police Colonel Hector F. Enaje, the Provincial Director of SLPPO, was born on June 9, 1974, to public servants in Biliran. He is a graduate of the Philippine National Police Academy, Kabalikat class of 1998, happily married to Marcela T. Enaje and blessed with 3 lovely children. His 25 years in service mostly evolves at field unit stations of Region 8. On March 3, 2023, he was assigned as Provincial Director to SLPPO. During his reign as Provincial Director, he receives several internal and external awards as proof of his dedication and commitment, to include Most Outstanding Police Officer of the Year 2023 by Eastern Visayas Media Without Borders, Capacity Development Accelerators Award, Outstanding Partner for Peace and Development Award, Best Senior Police Commissioned Officer for Administration during the 122nd PSA or Police Service Anniversary, and other 23 various awards such as Medalya ng Kasanayan, Papuri, Kagalingan, Pagkilala, and Pampulisya. For comparative crime situation for the period covered, January to November 2022 versus January to November 2023. On total crime incidents, SLPPO recorded 437 total crime incidents for the current period. This is 181 or 29.29% lower compared to the incident recorded on the previous period. On breakdown of total crime incidents, data shows a decrease of 133 or 29.62% lower for peace and order indicator for the period in review. While on public safety indicator, data shows a decrease by 48 or 28.40% lower compared to the previous period. For the breakdown of peace and order indicator on 8 focused crime for the current period in review, rape recorded the highest incident with 24, followed by physical injury with 18, robbery with 16, theft with 13, murder with 4, homicide with 4, and carnapping MC with 2 incidents. On crime clearance and crime solution efficiency, out of 437 total crime incidents for the current period, 326 or 74.60% were solved, which is 9.06% lower compared to the previous period. The reason on the decrease of crime solution efficiency is that most of these cases filed were on regular procedure, while crime clearance efficiency for the current period in review was posted at 436 or 99.77%, which is 0.26% higher compared to the previous period. on average monthly crime rate and average monthly index crime rate, as LPPO recorded 8.50 average monthly crime rate or AMCR, which is 3.53 lower than the previous period due to the sustained implementation of municipal traffic ordinances. RA 4136, Anti-Carnapping Act of 2016 or RA 10883, and Anti-Drunk and Drugged Driving Act of 2013. Likewise, 2.08 on average monthly index crime rate recorded in current period, which is 0.35 lower compared to the previous period. This is due to the massive information drive through house-to-house and barangay visitations and social media postings. On operational accomplishments, for the period in review, on campaign against illegal drugs, a total of 37 anti-illegal drug operations were conducted, which resulted in the arrest of 46 persons, 45 of which listed as confidential list, and one other listed as newly identified, and confiscation of 505.5 grams of shabu and 16.7 grams of marijuana, with a total estimated value of 3,439,284.76 pesos. Further, 74 cases were filed in court against suspects. On campaign against illegal logging, a total of 14 anti-illegal logging operations were conducted that resulted in the arrest of 25 persons and confiscation of a total of 1,623.43 board feet of sawn lumber, with a total estimated market value of 98,383.82 pesos. Further, 14 cases were filed in court. On campaign against illegal fishing, SLPPO conducted a total of 636 anti-illegal fishing operations. 718 persons apprehended, a total of 3,941,154 pesos estimated worth of confiscated paraphernalia, and a total of 201,177 pesos worth of fish confiscated. Further, 1 case were filed in court and 717 were paid fine for a total of 186,400 pesos for violations of municipal fishery ordinances. On campaign against illegal gambling, a total of 62 anti-illegal gambling operations were conducted that resulted in the arrest of 185 persons, confiscation of 60,661 pesos worth of gambling paraphernalia, and 29,562 pesos as bet money. Further, 31 cases were filed in court and 31 were paid fine for a total of 104,300 pesos for violation of municipal ordinance. On the accomplishment against warranted persons, a total of 242 police operations were conducted that resulted in the arrest of 18 most wanted persons, 6 on provincial level, 5 on city level, and 7 on municipal level, and 245 other warranted persons, with a total of 263 warranted persons arrested. On the accomplishment on loose firearms, a total of 7 police operations were conducted that resulted in the arrest of 8 persons. 8 firearms confiscated, recovered, and 9 cases were filed in court. Further, 125 firearms and 606 improvised firearms, or a total of 640 firearms, were also surrendered, deposited through the conduct of a Plan Katok-an Bilang Buga. On implementation of city and municipal ordinance, a total of 2,442 operations conducted, 22,226 persons apprehended, and were issued corresponding citation ticket with a total fine of 3,742,775 pesos. On our assessment, province of Southern Leyte is generally peaceful, maintain the insurgent-free province. Thank you for watching.
Mula sa top-rated music station ng Dekada 80, ang WBL. Tuloy na naglilingkod sa inyo sa pamamagitan ng magaganda at piling-piling programa. Mula Lunes hanggang Linggo, aaliwin kayo ng aming kilalang mga komentarista at public service program. Ito lamang simpilan ng TWPL.
Okay, inyo pong napanood ang ABP ng Southern Leyte Police Provincial Office. Proud member of PNPA Kabalikat Class 1998, recently awarded the Most Outstanding Police Officer of 2023. Mapalad po tayo. At atin pong makakadaupang palad ang butihing Provincial Director ng Southern Leyte Police Provincial Office, Police Colonel Hector F. Enaje. Magandang tanghali po sa inyo, PD. With me is my co-anchor, Police Major Agmaliu. PD, magandang tanghali po.
Yes po ma'am, magandang tanghali, isang mapagpalang araw po sa ating lahat.
And syempre, PD, no, congratulations po on your recently received award, the Most Outstanding Police Officer of the Year 2023. And taus-puso po ang aming pasasalamat on behalf of the author ng Lingkod ng Bayan, Kaagapay ng Mamamayan, Police Colonel Benliner Capili, DDDO, and PD. Magandang tanghali po. Partner, batiin mo muna si PD.
Sir, magandang tanghali po and welcome po dito sa programa po natin ng LBMK po. Sir.
Okay, hindi na tayo magpapaligoy-ligoy, we would like to congratulate PD on all the yung nakita nating mga accomplishments, no, shown sa kanilang ABP. Siguro para muna sa kabatiran ng ating mga kababayan, uulitin nating muli, gaano po ba kalawak yung area of responsibility ng Southern Leyte PPO? PD?
Yes po, magandang tanghali once again. Para sa kaalaman ng lahat, yung Southern Leyte province composed of 18 municipalities and 1 city.
Mhm.
So we have 1 island municipality at saka yung 4 municipality that belongs to the island also, not connected with bridge to the mainland. So yung ganito yung kalawak ng Southern Leyte.
Okay, no? Oo. And partner, bago kita pagtanungin kay PD, alam naman natin at dilingid sa ating kaalaman, PD, na recently katatapos lamang po ng eleksyon, katatapos lang ng Todos Los Santos, entered this December, in which yung ating holiday seasons ay pumasok na po. Since it was declared as the area of Southern Leyte as generally peaceful, alamin natin kay PD yung mga ongoing security measures being implemented in the area of Southern Leyte PPO na nagiging successful yung pangangalaga natin sa kaligtasan ng ating mga kababayan. PD?
Yes po. Excuse me. Yes po, actually yung Southern Leyte, the recently concluded BSK or Barangay Sangguniang Kabataang Election, it was a very successful election despite very peaceful. Nakapagtala pa rin kami dito ng isang election related incident wherein actually this is not a violent incident. It was considered only as election related incident considering that the incident was through vote buying. So actually, yung pagka-vote buying din ito, ang facts nito, through the use of social media doon yung vote buying nangyari sa social media, kaya na-captured kaagad natin sa through social media at saka napailan natin ng vote buying yung suspect natin. So that's why we reflected or we recorded one election-related incident, but we are happy that this is not a violent incident.
Katuwa naman kasi talaga namang but there are areas wherein nagkaroon naman ng untoward incidents and probably of course sa ngayon naman kasi kalmado and parang almost all PD. How about in your area of responsibility? Mga nakapanumpa na, nakaupo na ano po?
Opo, actually lahat nakaupo na. Yung last week lang nag-conclude din tayo ng election for Iski Federation. So very successful din. Ang hinihintay na lang namin is yung liga or yung mga kapitanis na lang natin. That will be this coming next week, hopefully, yung election natin sa for barangay captain, yung EBC dito sa province level.
So meron pa palang susunod na eleksyon. No? Anyway, go ahead, partner. Go ahead.
Sir, I wonder, sir, no, na ano ako yung award nyo po, sir, no, bilang isang PD.
Hindi
So,
I really deserve it.
Yes, napaka taas yung award na Outstanding Police Officer
Siyempre
ng 2020.
naman.
Sir, tanong lang po, sir, ano ba yung motivational leadership natin at nakakapaglingkod tayo sa mamamayan bilang isang naawarda ng Most Outstanding Police Officer, sir?
Actually, even myself, I was also surprised because ang nagbigay sa atin ng award is the Media Without Borders. So alam naman natin yung mga medias, both combined organization ng media ng Eastern Visayas, both from print, TV, and broadcast, nagkaroon sila ng organizations. That's why nakaroon sila ng, let's say, sa law enforcement sector, nagkaroon ng 5 nominees, and out of 5, naging shortened into 3, and among the 3, I was the lucky one na napili nila.
And PD, siguro the reason why they ended up naman selecting you as the most outstanding police officer, PD, performance-wise,
Yes.
nakikita yan, nadadama ng mga mamamayan in your area of responsibility. Bago ko patuloy kay PD sinasagot, the Action Man would like to extend his congratulations sa Southern Leyte PPO. Siyempre, with the strong leadership of Police Colonel Hector Enaje, the provincial director. Okay, partner, talagang inaalam mo kay PD. Kung ano yung sikreto ni PD, no? Reaching out this award.
Opo.
Sabi ko nga sa'yo, nag down to 3, tapos nag down to the final, which is nagland na kay PD. Pero sabi ko nga sa'yo, ilagay mo na sa isang tabi yung counting na yun performance-wise.
Yes.
That's why kay PD lumagpak
PD.
yung award. Nakikita ng mga
Congratulations,
tao.
sir.
Again, congratulations. Siyempre, we are very happy, PD, no? We are very happy na nakaka-receive ng awards yung ating mga officers na ganito. Kasi yan po ay isang pagpapakita lang. You serve your yung mga fellow men natin in the area of Southern Leyte, no? Siyempre, hindi lamang si PD dahil si PD ang ama po ng Southern Leyte Police Provincial Office. Okay. Siyempre, partner, talagang lagi po, PD, ang tinutuklas talaga ng aking co-anchor, PD, yung mga sikreto ng aming mga successful officers, no? Pero hindi tayo lalayo, partner. Puntahan natin yung 5 focus agenda ng ating Chief PNP. Siguro I would start first, PD, yung sa personnel and yung moral and welfare, no, ng ating mga kapulisan. PD?
Yes po, pertaining sa moral and welfare sa personnel, is particularly dito sa under my command, the Southern Leyte Provincial Office. Pinagpapatuloy natin, actually nakalatag naman yung mga policies and guidelines ng PNP. So tinuloy lang natin yung implementation ng ICP natin, yung Internal Cleansing Policy, not only for purposes na naghahanap tayo ng kamalian ng mga personnel natin, but to include yung reward system natin. So automatically dito, pag may ginawang kabutihan yung police natin, nire-recognize kaagad namin dito in all level and even in the police stations and in the province level. That's why we this coming December 11, we will be having a Peace and Development Award sponsored by the local government of Southern Leyte. So mayroon kaming mga awardees din na mga police natin dito sa probinsya ng Southern Leyte. So in all categories to include our NUPs, that is part of our reward system. So pertaining to ICP program namin dito, nag-come up ako dito ng upon my assumption ginawa kong best practice na tinatawag kong Dr. Garden. Actually, ang
Wow.
Dr. Garden ko is a DR Garden, delinquency report. So kasi napapansin ko, we are only issuing a DR. So all my officers, inaobliga ko sila to issue DR. In that way, yung garden ko mabuhay. So yun yung purpose ko, yung kaya tinawag kong Dr. Garden, para yung mga nai-issuehan natin ng DR, instant kaagad, correction sa minor offenses ng personnel natin.
Ang galing.
Instead doon sila magko-cultivate sa garden ng province namin, ng command. So that will be my program, one of my program pertaining to moral and welfare of my personnel.
So yun sa best practice ni PD, no? And of course naman, yung all-out war campaign natin, ang kampanya nating Chief PNP regarding naman sa nga ay yung cleansing, no? Yung parang internal cleansing, which includes yung drug testing ng ating mga kawani ng Philippine National Police. So partner, alam ko na-amaze ka na naman dun sa garden ng DR. Sa garden DR ni PD, no? Pero PD, no, sabi ko nga ako bilang isang pribadong individual, yung ginagawa ni PD talagang lahat naman ng ating mga higher heads ngayon, yung mga tumatayong ama, no, ng kanilang mga nasasakupan, ay nararamdaman nila yon. Lalo higit napaka-importante po kasi sa isang pulis, lalo na sa kanyang pamilya, yung sila ay nakatatanggap ng acknowledgement, no? Yung sila ay nakakatanggap ng a little appreciation sa kanila, and it feels nagbo-boost ito na para pang gumawa pa sila o magserbisyo pang lalo ng maganda sa ating mga kababayan. Kasi yun nga, na-acknowledge and na-appreciate. O di ba, partner?
Opo.
O, yung may DR si PD, no? DR. Okay, go ahead.
Sir, dito naman tayo sa community engagement, sir. Paano natin napapanatili na pinapalakas yung engagement natin sa baba, sir, para makuha natin yung puso ng community po natin?
Yes, yung engagement natin, actually marami na tayong na-organize dito ng mga civil organization.
Okay.
Aside from that, strictly implemented ko yung tinatawag yung matagal na nating programa sa PNP, yung PSB, yung police sa barangay. So in that way, kasi yung province ko, yung area ko is insurgent free. I have 500 barangays, total of 500 barangays. So all barangays are reachable, naraabot na natin. So lahat ng barangay na to, nilagyan natin ng police na in charge. Yun nga, ang tawag natin is police sa barangay. So in that way, yung police sa barangay na yan, to counter in every session sa barangay council or not council, but the BADAC mismo at saka Barangay Peace and Order Council, wherein yung police natin, or yung chief of police natin, through his representative, was the advisor of Peace and Order Council and BADAC. In that way, nakikita na strongly implement, nakakatulong din tayo sa municipal at saka provincial level or sa whole government pertaining to our campaign on criminality and campaign on anti-illegal drugs. Kasi nakikita natin na monthly, napipilitan yung barangay to convene yung Barangay Peace and Order Council nila and yung Barangay Drug Abuse Council. So in that way, yung counter ko rin doon, kasi may mga pulis din tayo dati, marami tayong pulis na dinodrawing lang yung report. So ang counter ko nito, in every police sa barangay ko, they will submit to us yung minutes at saka attendance ng meeting ng Peace and Order Council at saka BADAC meeting nila. So yun yung pang-counter natin. In that way, all barangays, 500 barangays was nagko-convene talaga yung council nila. And despite as manifestations, all municipalities dito are awarded as best ADAC sa national.
Wow.
So, ano natin?
Wala Si PD? Okay, Ned, nawala ang
Meron po yan.
okay, PD?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear
Yun,
me,
balik.
ma'am?
Go ahead, PD, go ahead.
So, yun yung mga program natin, ma'am, to help the whole government, the national level, in the implementation of our anti-illegal drugs campaign. Kaya, yun, nakita natin all level of ADAC are functioning through the effort, of course, that helps our barangay police sa barangay natin. Kasi napipilitan yung council natin sa barangay to convene dahil nga sa presence ng PSB or police sa barangay natin.
Okay, hindi lingid din sa ating kaalaman, oo, partner, yun yung matagal ng programa, no, na ano. Pero PD, dito po ba sa programa na ito, magkasama po ba sa iisang opisina yung ating police at saka barangay?
Actually,
Kasi-
ma'am,
Go ahead, PD.
yes po, ma'am. Different po, ma'am, kasi
Okay.
in every barangay, there will be one dedicated policeman. So, from time to time, itong police natin, yung concept natin ito, ma'am, siya yung in charge sa barangay na yan. So, kung anong issues and concerns ng barangay, siya yung nakakaalam una. Siya yung magbi-bridge sa chief of police at saka kay mayor. So, yun yung concept of operations natin ng police sa barangay. So, walang reason yung police na naka-in-charge sa isang particular barangay, hindi niya alam. So, alam niya lahat, even the constituents yung nakatira sa barangay. So, yun yung concept natin.
Parang ano to, PD, naalala ko tuloy, yung ating yun naman, kasama na yung mamamayan, ugnayan ng mamamayan, pulis at ng barangay. So, yun nga, isa rin dito, PD, ang alam ko at natatandaan ko, okay, tinginan kami, kakabukuhan na naman ng edad. Na. Hindi, kasi yun, napakalaking bagay noon kasi dati, may mga ilang mga pagkakataon, violation ng ating mga kababayan, nagkakaligaw-ligaw yung ng kaso. But with this program, guided ito, it will start from barangay, tapos pupunta ng kapulisan. Malaking tulong, malaking tulungan ng bawat isa. Anyway, partner, natanong mo kay PD yung community, no? Siguro ang tanungin ko naman kay PD since 500, no? Ang dami nung barangay ni PD, no? Paano po yung particular na programa nyo, PD, on reaching out with the community in your area of responsibility? Meron po ba kayong particular program wherein there is a particular time for our police officers na ay nagre-reach out naman sa community?
Opo, ma'am. Actually, we have a regular program per police stations para bumaba talaga sa barangay. So, ito yung concern ng mga PCR namin. Ugnayang pambarangay yung inaano namin. At we have also the Servicio Caravan na in-spearhead ng mga LGUs concern. So, nakatap din tayo doon. So, from time to time, yung priority natin, yung mga, even though wala kaming GIDAS, yung geographically isolated barangay, but yung tinatawag namin pinakamalayo na mahirap abutin ng government, yun ang pina-priority natin na abutin from time to time.
Okay, oo, kasi isa nga yun, yung minsan may visitations. That's one of the program ng Philippine National Police. Kasi nga, kung ating pong natatandaan, hindi lahat ng tao ay nakakarating sa mga police stations. Lalo higit ang mga law-abiding citizens, makikita lang nila ang mga police. Sabi nila, yung iba nakakarating doon kapag may problema, yung iba, but with the program being implemented now, including the 5 focus agenda of the Chief PNP, talagang ating po mga kapulisan ay gumagawa ng paraan to reach out the public. Okay, yung, partner, go ahead, PD, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. May dagdag lang ako, ma'am.
Go ahead po.
Sa sinabi mo pag-reach out. Actually, we have also few barangays na walang signal yung mga cellphones natin. So yung to counter that, commonly kasi yung mga all stations natin may tinatawag tayong hotline numbers. So yun lang yung tinatawagan ng mga community natin pag may problema. So to counter yung mga barangay natin na walang signal, but all barangays may mga piso wifi na yung pina-inventory ko. And even mga barangay doon, ang dami ng mga piso wifi. So we launch every police stations we have, mayroon na tayong messenger account. Kasi
Wow.
yun yung pinaka fastest communications na magagawa ng barangay na walang signal through piso wifi. They can call the police through messenger or internet, using the internet connectivity. Kasi wala ngang signal sa barangay na yon. So yun yung ginawa nating initiative pertaining to the barangay na walang signal yung cellphone.
Sa bagay, dito nga PD sa Kamaynilaan madalas walang signal ang cellphone no. Pero yun nga no, on reaching out to them, gumawa ng paraan yung butihing ama ng Southern Leyte PPO partner.
Yes, sir. Mayroon na po ako kasi nakita, sir. Mayroon kayatang nilaunch na for the youth sector tungkol
Wow.
dito sa in relation sa BIDA program ng ating ISILG. Sir, konting feedback lang, sir, yung ginawa, nilaunch natin dyan para marinig naman po ng ating mga listeners, sir.
Yes, actually, yung youth sector natin, may ginawa tayong inorganize natin yung Kikidat. Yung Kikidat to address the kabataan kontra droga at saka terorismo, to help the BIDA campaign about the ILG and even the national government. So ngayon yung youth sector natin dito is very active. Actually, recently we conducted the parang competitions ng mga youth, yung nag-print sila mga graphics and video presentations. Yun yung ginawa natin. So all Kikidat organizations we have nag-participate naman at saka na-reach out natin, pinalabas natin yung mga output, yung mga product nila na mga short films or short videos, may gumawa rin ng print or yung drawing. Yun ang ginawa natin.
Ma'am Flory.
Okay. Hindi, nawawala yung sound ni PD, no? Oh. Engineer, nawawala yung sound ni PD, no? Okay. Ako daw yun, ako. Okay. Meron pa rin, ano, alam natin na napakalaking tulong PD yung ating police visibility, no? But we have somebody, yung ano natin, ano, asking for police visibility in schools daw, ano? Diyan, ano, kumustahin natin kay
sige, ma'am.
PD yung kanilang ipinatutupad naman doon sa aggressive and honest law enforcement. Of course, kumustahin natin yung ongoing checkpoints, no? At yung pa rin, yung kampanya ng ating kapulisan, yung sa Oplan Bakal, no? Yung mga ngayon ay lifted na yung gun ban. Siyempre, yung mga unregistered, unlicensed, and whatever. PD?
Yes po, ma'am. Actually, yun na nga, yung Southern Leyte is a big province even though manageable, but yung Southern Leyte is the gateway. Ito yung gateway to Mindanao. So that's why I established 6 border control points. Ito yung pinaka-fixed checkpoint ko 24/7. Ito yung 6 na checkpoint. Pag punta kayo dito sa Southern Leyte, kung anong approach mo, saan ka papasok, may madadaanan ka talagang checkpoint. So, yun yung ano natin, continuous 24/7 checkpoint aside from our on-the-spot checkpoint per municipality or per police stations. So, we have 6 border control points or checkpoints located on the boundaries of the province, especially dito sa may Liloan Port going to Mindanao. So mayroon tayo dyan. Ito yung inano natin, lalo na ngayon ano ko yung checkpoint doon to support the recently incident in Mindanao, yung explosion incident sa MSU, para ma-prevent din natin yung probably escalation if ever.
Oo, at saka napakalaking tulong talaga partner yung checkpoints, no?
Mm.
At saka yung visibility ng ating kapulisan, PD, no? Napakalaking tulong po yun. Isang
Yes po,
faktor
ma'am.
para maiwasan yung mga nag-a-attempt na gumawa ng hindi maganda. Siguro this time, partner, may nais kang itanong, pero bago yan, hindi, bago ka magtanong kay PD, alamin muna natin yung iba't ibang mga proyekto at programa na ika nga pinapatupad pa at pinaplano pa ni PD, no, para sa lalo pa pong ikagaganda ng serbisyo ng Southern Leyte Police Provincial Office sa mga mamamayang tiga Leyte. PD?
Yes po, ma'am. Actually, yung pinakauna, nais kong pasalamatan yung Lacan Ministries dito. Ito yung another sector ng religious sector. Considering na kung nakita nyo kanina yung 8 focus crime ko, ang pinakamalaki doon is rape cases. Even though last
Yun
year,
nga, itatanong ko nga kay PD yun. Go ahead, PD, go
Sige
ahead.
po.
Yun ang curiosity ko, PD, bakit mataas yung rape cases? Go ahead
yun,
po.
yes po, ma'am. Hindi man natin maano yan kasi it involves all government or whole of the nation approach siguro dyan na paano natin i-counter. But in our level, I initiated coordination from other government agencies. I presented in all engagement I have that the rape cases in the province are alarming, increasing, and even suicide incident in the province are increasing. So pinag-isa ko tong rape at saka suicide, I come up, tinulungan ako ng Lacan Ministries na close, rin siya, connected din siya sa academe, tinatawag naming Southern Leyte State University. Ito yung pinag-aralan din nila, nagkaroon ng study din yung academe pertaining to this. So nagkatugma yung findings namin na itong problem na to, it's about morality. So aside from poverty, but it involves talaga about morality. That's why I'm very thankful sa Lacan Ministries. Nag-launch kami dito ng program na tinatawag naming promotion of biblical gospel inculcation para ma-address natin yung mga rape cases at saka suicide incident in the whole province. So nagbabarangay tayo together with our policeman at saka yung Lacan Ministries para ma-inculcate natin ang yung morality. Not talking about religion but morality. So yun yung magagawa natin sa ngayon na intervention to address the increasing rape cases at saka suicide incident.
Partner?
Yes sir, napakaganda yung programa ni sir. So sir, na-notice din namin sir na mayroon po kayong 500 barangays. Ang dami po sir.
Dami, no? Dami.
Sir, ilan na po ba dito sir ang drug-free natin na sir?
Declared.
Declared.
Drug-free.
Yes, actually the 500 barangay in Southern Leyte was declared as drug cleared.
Wow.
And even Southern Leyte province, we are the second province nationwide which was declared as drug cleared province. We back if I'm not mistaken, 2017. And until now, we are sustaining the ground. Even though kaya may nakita kayo sa presentations ko na may marami pa rin tayong nahuhuli. Kasi pag may nakita tayo, na-identify tayo, neutralize kagad natin para hindi na lumala yung problema.
Oo, kaya pala medyo maliit lang yung medyo maliit lang. Tulad na nabanggit ni PD kanina, ayun, talagang nakakatch ng aking attention yung rape. And I supposed to ask that question upon asking PD on their best practices. Then right after that, I'll ask him about that. Siguro hindi pa rin din natignan din yung statistiko, no? On yung sa rape case na tumaas, kung mas mataas po ba yung incest crime? Lalo higit, kasi talagang suicide and rape, wow, nakaka-call ng attention. But with the help of those people, helping our authorities, we are very thankful, no? Talagang nga, yung supposed to be mga mangyayari ay nahahadlangan. Isang napakalaking bagay po yon. Siyempre higit, if everything is God-centered, hindi po tayo pababayaan ni Lord. So, partner, marami pa tayong gustong kumustahin kay PD. Pero uulitin ko ulit yung best practice ni PD kasama yung barangay. Tsaka 18, no? Yung municipal police stations ni PD. With the 500 barangays having these 18 municipal police stations, having all those non-government organization and all those others na very supportive sa ating mga kapulisan, we are very thankful. Siguro this time, partner, ang hilingin natin at anuhin naman natin ang yung mga stakeholders ni PD, no? Please take this opportunity, PD, para po sa inyong mga stakeholders na ika nga ay kadaupang palad at very supportive sa inyong tanggapan.
Opo, before ako mag sa stakeholders ko, idagdag ko rin na yung muna yung isa ko pang best practice na pwedeng i-adapt sa
Oo nga pala. Go ahead, PD. Mahaba pa po. Go ahead po. Mahaba pa po.
Yung isa, I have one best practice, yung tinatawag ko namin ditong give change a chance. Give change a chance. Ito yung give change a chance. Yung beneficiaries namin ito actually is yung mga PDLs natin, mga parulis, probationers, at saka mga PWODs or yung mga persons who use drugs. Kasi ito yung nakalimutan ng government natin, lalo na yung mga PDLs natin, na alam naman natin yung common na nahuhuli ng pulis is yung head of the family, yung lalaki. Pag nahuli na yan, yung family na yun na naiwan, wala nang breadwinner yan. Wala nang magpipid dyan sa family na yan. That's why we come up with give change a chance. From time to time, pimupunta kami even sa jail para even though kami yung naglagay sa kanila sa jail, at least continuous yung attachment namin sa kanila para for sustainability na yung pagbabago nila is matuloy talaga. To include their family, binibisita natin. And hopefully, pag nakakam up din kami ng other sponsors, we are planning na i-expand namin tong give change a chance sa mga dependents ng mga PDL natin. Kasi nga yun, nakaligtaan natin yung mga PDL natin na alagaan na napawala sa normal na ano yan, buhay, bali. So anyway, yes ma'am.
Sana ma-adapt PD din ng iba, no? Very touching yung program mo, yung give change a chance kasi although sabi nyo nga kayo yung nagpasok sa kanila with the objective of yung magbago sila, talagang nilingon nyo yung kanilang pamilya na mapapabayaan. Na-touch ako, no? Na-touch ako. PD has a big heart, no? Naalala nila yon and sana ma-adapt ng iba pa, no? Go ahead, PD.
Yes, ma'am. I know we are running out of time.
No, go ahead, PD. You will still be with us until 1:15.
Anyway, ma'am, pinapaabot ko lang sa ating mga community, sa mga katawan ng particularly in Southern Leyte. Even alam naman dito na nabigyan na tayo, na recognize tayo ng multimedia, ng Media Without Borders, I mean. But kinonsider ko tong award na to as a challenge for me kasi hindi naman to makukuha ko ng ako lang, but of course with the help of my personnel, my staff in the PNP force, of course with the help also of the community. So kaya nga sabi ko, it's a big challenge for me na bigyan, na recognize yung effort natin. So probably more best pa para ipakita natin sa pinagsiservisyohan natin na ano talaga tayo, worthy to be recognized. At saka yung mga tao dito sa Southern Leyte, Christmas season na ngayon, advance Merry Christmas to all. Mapagmatyag tayo, even though very peaceful yung province natin, yung locality natin, but still mapagmatyag tayo, marami tayong mga kababayan na magsisiuwian ngayon at saka baka may mahalo dyan na galing sa ibang probinsya na iba yung doktrina. So yung PNP nandito lang, nakalatag lahat ng hotlines at messenger at Viber numbers namin para kung anong problema, in any problem, makakarating yung PNP sa inyo.
Okay, hindi ko pa naman pinagpapaalam pero nagbigay na ng message. Hindi, pero PD talaga, PD talaga worth it, no? You really deserve that award. Talagang pabalik-balik sa isip ko ngayon, partner, itong Give Change the Chance, ano? Kasi dun sa program ni PD na yon ay meron din silang hinahadlangan dito. Nahadlangan mo, PD, dito yung anak ng mga naipasok sa loob na would-be, no? Na makagawa ng hindi maganda para sila yung tatayo doon sa absensya ng kanilang nawalang haligi ng tahanan. It's really very touching, and I suppose, no? Give chance a change. Talagang nilingon nyo. Talagang you really deserve that award, PD. And hindi lang yan, PD. Marami pang darating na awards sa'yo. So, with 5 minutes this time, we will be extending our thanks to you on behalf of the author, DDDO, and PD Police Colonel Benliner Capili. Thank you for giving us this opportunity na makadaupang palad po kayo. This time, we will be asking you for your parting message. PD, please go ahead.
Yes po, ma'am. Una sa lahat, maraming nagpapasalamat ako sa Lingkod Bayan. Of course, sa idol ko, si Colonel Benliner Capili, the action man. Of course, sa liderato ng NPD at saka EPD, maraming salamat at naimbitahan niya ako para may parating ko rin kung anong mayroon dito sa Southern Leyte. At saka yung ini-invite ko yung iba, yung karamihan dyan ng mga dive enthusiast. Ito yung pinakamagandang dive site sa Pilipinas. Kasi may rami na rin akong napuntahan kasi diver din ako. At dito nyo makikita yung magandang dive site. So maraming salamat po, ma'am, at least na iparating ko sa buong madla kung ano ang mayroon sa Southern Leyte para naman kung sinong nagbabalak na pumunta dito, lalo na sa island of Limasawa, wherein dito nagsimula yung Christianity natin sa Pilipinas. So maraming salamat po.
So once again, thank you very much po sa pagkakataon na inyong binigay sa amin. Ang Provincial Director ng Southern Leyte Police Provincial Office sa katauhan po ni Police Colonel Hector F. Enaje. Thank you, PD. Magandang tanghali po. God bless you.
God bless po, ma'am. Maraming salamat po.
Okay, inyo pong narinig, napanood ang Provincial Director ng Southern Leyte Police Provincial Office. No? Napakaganda ng kanilang lugar. Ika nga napakalayo man sa atin po silang napapanood at napapakinggan. Lalo higit yung kanilang mga accomplishments din, best practices, partner. And yung kanina, na-touch talaga ako doon yung nililingon nila. Kasi pag titingnan mo talaga, yung mga naiiwan, nung ay nasasakoteng ganon, minsan it turned out to be, nagiging sakit din ang ulo ng lipunan. No? Sabi nga ay para talagang ama. Role. No? Okay, partner? Bumati ka na, mamaya maghahabulan na naman tayo.
Mula po sa kapulisan ng Eastern Police District, sa pamumuno ang ating District Director, walang iba kundi Police Brigadier General Wilson Alsueta, ay ang EPD po ay handang magbigay ng pampublikong serbisyo na may malasakit, respeto at profesionalismo. Sagot namin ang iyong kaligtasan, yan ang tatak ng Team Pamamarisan.
Okay! Sa lahat po ng nanood, nakinig sa Lingkod ng Bayan, kaagapay ng mamamayan. Maraming salamat po sa patuloy na pagtataguyod sa ating mga tigapagtaguyod. Maraming salamat. Magandang tanghali kay Ma'am Kat Capili. Siyempre sa kay DDO, kay DDO, kay COP, Valenzuela Police Station, Colonel Dastura, sa kay Akopa, Lieutenant Colonel Randolph Asuncion. Thank you very much for taking good care of me. Lalo na sa aking mga buddies. Police Staff Sergeant Randy Molina, Police Corporal Daryl Ferrer. Sa ating technical, thank you very much kay Engineer. At sa aking co-anchor, siyempre, susunod na linggo, no? CPIO and PD po ang ating makakasama. So, thank you again, Police Major Darius Agmalio, my co-anchor. Muli po tayo magkarinigan sa darating po na Martes. Ito po ang Yabang Lingkod, Flory Gavitan. Magandang hapon, Bansang Pilipinas.
Lingkod ng Bayan, kaagapay ng mamamayan. Ang programang maglilingkod sa sambayanan, katuwang ang ating mga public servants. Lingkod ng Bayan, kaagapay ng mamamayan. Kasama ang inyong lingkod, si Flory Gavitan, tuwing Martes, alas 12 hanggang alauna ng hapon, dito lamang sa DWBL 1242 sa inyong talapitan.
Mula sa top-rated news